So we'll put 200 pounds of seed in the drill. And how much will that do?
Well, I'm gonna put about 20 pounds an acre of
20 pounds an acre
of the fescue and about 5 pounds an acre to the orchard grass.
Okay, 20 pounds of an acre of the fescue and 5 pounds an acre of the orchard grass. Convenient to have it on the farm, but it still costs a lot, right, Pa?
Yeah, it's better to have it here than when the tractor holds 80 gallons. It's hard to get 5 gallons at a time.
Putting in diesel fuel, holds 80 gallons, but that lasts a pretty good while.
Yeah, it'll last forever in this tractor. This is a 1086 that Jerry just bought.
It's a new tractor his Uncle Jerry just bought, and he's gonna break it in for him a little bit. Since we're having tractor trouble.
Well, mine big one's hooked to the sprayer.
And his big one is hooked to the sprayer, so Unc said take his. Pretty cool, huh? This is orchard grass.
We got a pretty decent stand orchard grass down there.
There's the orchard grass.
And I drilled this field a year ago last fall and put orchard grass and fescue in it pretty heavy. I got a pretty good stand of orchard grass, but I think I drilled it maybe a little too deep. But I've got some, and it was really heavy with clover last year. And the clover, between the clover and the drilling depth, I think I didn't get a real good stand of fescue. So
we're gonna try again.
The clover's not coming in this year because clover is a biennial.
Right.
So I had 150 pounds of fescue left, so I went down there and sprayed it with 2,4-D to kill the undesirables that was filling in.
Hang on.
Where the fescue wasn't. So I've got the undesirables dying out, so I thought, well, I'll drill a little bit more seed in there and get it to fill in a little bit better.
This is your fescue seed. Put 200 pounds in here, right?
I'm putting 150. I put 40 pounds of orchard grass in the front.
40 pounds of orchard grass in the front.
And 150 pounds of this.
150 pounds of this in the back. You see it's a double hopper right there. You can see that. And
we're gonna put 20 pounds to the acre.
20 pounds to the 20 pounds to the acre. And y'all, it's so soft, ain't it?
Mm-hmm.
It's just so soft. Level it out. No, that's all you need. A little seed and a little drill.
On our fescue, if we're gonna put 20, we got to put the setting at 7.5, right?
Mm-hmm.
For the fescue.
And an eighth of an inch deep. Wheel space.
Orchard grass, we got set the front one on 7.
Front on 7, back on 7.5.
Let's switch toes.
So this has the orchard grass, this has the fescue, and it will deliver both out the little hoppers right here. You see, it'll come in here, go down the tube, And you can see there's two tubes per, so they'll go in there, come out right down here. That'll break the soil just a little according to your depth that you set it. And then this wheel will cover it up right behind, or pack it in, however you want to say it. So this is a really, really neat thing, and super beneficial. We don't own one, so we just rent one from the co-op every year or every other year. We don't really use it enough to invest a lot of money in it. Kent is checking some of the hoppers, make sure the seed's dropping.
Putting the seed on. Setting the dial.
Making sure. Here you go. Now, what are you looking at when
I'm
you
looking
set
at
that?
the indicator here in the gauge.
Here it is.
So the chart said to put it on 7.5. So for 19 pounds to the acre.
So that's 7.5, spot on.
So I put the front one on 5.
It said 6.
Well,
I mean 7.
I'm gonna put it on 5 because I don't have very much.
Okay.
Golly.
Good thing they're tight, right?
Yeah, 2 of them lost off the back. 3 of them. Anyway, I'm gonna put it on 5.
All right.
Next thing I'll have to do is when I get to the field, I'll have to take the road lock off of it and then add some of these things to it to get the depth adjustment correct.
All right. We'll look at that when we get there.
All right.
Spring break. What do you do on spring break? Well, I don't have Josie and Tucker like I usually do. I got Pa. So I'm gonna get in the side-by-side and ride down there and go with him and help him get set up and see what our situation is. See what's going on.
So I took the safety lock off. I put the spacers in here so that's our depth control pretty much right here. So we only want it 1/4 inch to a 1/2 inch thick, deep. So if we look at our furrows, I'm gonna make a round there, and once I get down in there, decide it's a little deep,
I'll ride along and look at it as you go.
So you can kind of see.
Yep.
Right there, it's about 1/4 inch. It's about where we want it. It's gonna be a little thin in places. I'm gonna run it on that set and see what it does for a minute.
Okay. See what we got. I think he's gonna be, honestly, fairly spot on with his measurements. We'll find us a little furrow here and see where our not a fan of creepy crawlies. Picking up driftwood out of the hayfield for Pa, and there he sits. Oh my goodness gracious. But at least there's no snakes, so yay. He sure is nasty looking though, ain't he? That's what Tucker picked up in the creek the other day too, by the way. Yay! This is how bad our wind was. This belongs up there with the feed. And that's how spoiled they are, as they're down there hollering, feed me, feed me. So we're gonna feed them. We're gonna give them a little treat this evening. They hadn't had one in a while.
Yeah, there it went.
Hi, Strawberry. Come on, Chili Bean. Come on, girls.
Chili Bean.
He thinks you ought to have him something special. Goodness, get in there, Heidi. Kent, you should have saved him some in the bucket. Put it out there.
We want salt. There y'all. Pretty full. Got no room for nothing. 74 ain't wasting no time.
Get out of there before you get kicked. You ain't had the best of luck lately, have you? Look at him. I believe he did out of your bucket. I believe he did out of your hand. So the prodigal child came home. Oh, he's pretty. You're a pretty dude there, buddy. That's the two that was out.
Is it?
Them two right there?
No, that's a crazy red heifer was out.
Okay.
Blade. I don't think they were bulls.